So Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot. We're located right outside of Columbia, South Carolina, and we are a sublimation blanks and supply warehouse. And every so often we come on here talking about things that's going to be helpful to people who are new to the industry. We attract a lot of people who are new to crafting, whether you're doing t-shirts, tumblers, making blankets, reeves, license tags, anything that's party favors, anything that is new in the crafting or anything that is in the crafting industry and you may be new to it. We attract a lot of people that are new. Sublimation is a process that's been around for a really long time, and people are still getting used to it. People are still being introduced to it. Lots of you guys started off making shirts using iron on transfers, maybe even HTV. But sublimation is a different process. And there are a lot of people who kind of lose sight of what sublimation can do, or they never really even learn what sublimation is and what it can do. Sublimation is a process that you can use for lots of different ideas and lots of different items. And if you just put your mindset in a box of doing sublimation just for t-shirts, then you may very well miss the whole boat. So I wanted to come on this morning a little earlier than I usually come on when I come on, but I want to come on this morning and talk to you guys about being creative or creating versus recreating. So this is a topic that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, and I actually, kind of segue into the topic by sharing with you guys. If you're new, why not use a transfer for your t-shirts? Why not use something for your tumblers that is already selling? If somebody has already made something, why not use it for yourself? If you check out the trends, if you check out what's going on in the world, in your local area, in your community, what is selling? That's what you got to ask yourself. Go to the department stores. I recommend you doing that. Go to the department stores where you're shopping to get your clothes, whether it's a quick fix or whether it's something that you're going to be getting to wear for long term. Check that out and see what it is that people are buying. And then if you are the person that's going to be making apparel, if you're going to be making drinkware, then ask yourself, is it better that I be try to be an original creator, or should I be recreating? So if you guys are just jumping on, do me a favor, drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Once again, my name is Eric, and I'm coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and supply warehouse, but we provide a lot of different transfers, and you can check us out on our website at theblanksspot.com. Once again, that's theblanksspot.com. If you're on our YouTube channel, thank you, Clarksville. I appreciate it. If you're on our YouTube channel, you'll see the links in the description. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube, it is the Blank Spot, Pennsylvania. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is the Blank Spot. I am currently broadcasting directly to our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, because we attract a lot of people who are new to crafting. A lot of people who have joined our group over the last couple of weeks, and it's crazy trying to keep up with all the new people. Not sure what you guys are joining us for, why you're joining us, what you're looking to get into, what your involvement is in crafting, what you're expecting from us. But this is the type of stuff that we share, okay? I bought many transfers from you. All right, appreciate it, Evans. I appreciate you. Mansfield, Texas. All right. So we're talking about being creative versus recreating. Now, many of you guys have heard the comment. You probably heard the statement, don't try to reinvent the wheel. How many of you guys have heard that? How many of you out there have heard, stop trying to reinvent the wheel? Well, that term, and I think that phrase comes from people trying to create or reinvent something that's already out there, something that's already selling. That's already something that's popular. The wheel is already popular. So instead of looking to reinvent the wheel, consider adding a spoke to the wheel. That means putting your spin on it, adding something to something that's already created to make it make it a little bit of yours. Now, I want to ask you guys a question, and For those of you who've seen me on the broadcast, many of you already know, and you'll hear me say this. I'm not a crafter. I'm not. I'm a business owner. But I want to ask y'all a question. How many days, how many nights, how many weekends have you sat in your crafting room trying to come up with the most individual, the most unique item? How many of you have done that? You've worked 5 days, you come to Friday evening, and you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna create something that's gonna go viral. I'm gonna create something, and it's gonna take me, it's not gonna take me that long because I know I'm a creative person. But how many of y'all locked yourselves in y'all's rooms and said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna create the next viral thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are no new ideas under the sun. But if you are creative, you can put a little spin on what you're doing. How can you do that? Well, maybe you can change a color. Maybe you can change a positioning of the phrase if you're using word phrases. If you take a look behind us, these are our latest screen print transfers. These are the latest screen print transfers. And if you look at these screen print transfers, you can tell that somebody else created this. You can tell somebody came up with it. But who cares? It sells. Ain't no hubby like the one I got. Ain't no wife like the one I got. My husband don't play about me. My wife don't play about me. You can tell that somebody else has created this. As a matter of fact, you can Google it and you'll see there's different phrases done in different ways. But because we're taught, if you're new to crafting, you come into an environment, you come into a crafting group, you come into a space, and people are pushing creativity on you. Or you have clients, you have customers, you have people who are saying, hey, you know what? I want you to do this special process. I want you to create this special X, Y, and Z for me. And now you find yourself locked up in your crafting room trying to create something unique, something special for somebody, and you're losing money. I mean, which one makes you more money? Which one makes you more money? Right now, today, which one makes you more money? Being unique and trying to create something that's really special, or recreating something to make sales so that it'll make space for your creativity? I think a lot of people look at it and say, hey, you know what? Don't try to downplay my creativity. Nobody wants to downplay your creativity, but we want to see you guys make money. And in the beginning, a lot of people are not going to make the money that they're told that they're going to make in this industry because why? They're spending a lot of time on trying to be specifically unique. We know that everybody's an individual. We know that everybody's made different. But I'm going to share this with you again. If you're just jumping on, there are no new ideas under the sun. There are just spins on ideas. There's just a way that somebody else is presenting it. Think about it. You out there, you started this opportunity, you started this side hustle, you started this business because you wanted to make some money on the side. And now you find yourself struggling because you can't make any sales. You're torn between being emotionally attached to what you're doing and actually learning how to make money. Because your creativity, your creative side, your personal side won't allow you to buy or transfer from anybody. But the funny part about it is we want to create our own sayings. We want to create our own transfers, but I don't see anybody out there trying to sew t-shirts. I don't see anybody out there trying to sew hoodies from scratch. I don't see anybody trying to get a piece of metal and forge it and shape it into a tumbler. Why is that? It's because people understand in certain ways, in certain avenues, at certain levels, they understand what they should and shouldn't be doing. There's nothing wrong with being creative at all. But I ask this question again. Which one is going to make you more money? Trying to spend hours and hours in a craft shop to try to make something go viral, or watch this, finding something that's already selling, make you some money to invest in whatever it is that you want to do. Whether you decide to work a job, to invest in your craft, or whether you decide to sell somebody else's creations or something that was recreated to make money so you can create whatever it is that you want to create. A lot of people out here, they want to create their own brands. Not going to tell you to stay away from it. I'm just going to tell you that when you're talking about creating your own brand, you have to have a couple of things behind you. That's called being creative. Creating your own brand is going to be something that you need support from local communities. You need support not just from your family, but from local communities, from people who are in your corner, your network. You're going to need people to help you to push that brand out. And it may take a lot of legwork. Do you have that kind of time? Or are you looking to make some money right now? Being creative, there's nothing wrong with it. I think everybody has the ability to turn on that creative spark, to spark that creative bug. I believe everybody has that ability to do that. But you have to ask yourself, what's more important right now? Me trying to be unique and stand out from everybody, or making money? I know over the last 3 months, we have released several different transfers. We've released several different ideas in hopes to connect with the community, that wants to make money. This crafting community wants to make money. The question is, are you able to separate your personal feelings of how you make this money, how you get that bag, how you add value to your finances? Are you able to separate the personal feelings of being creative versus learning how to make something that somebody's already asking for? For example, Juneteenth, right around the corner. We got about 16 days, a little more than 2 weeks to Juneteenth. Are you looking to create your own specific Juneteenth design? Or are you interested in finding something that's already created and then reselling it? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself that. Same thing with Father's Day. Are you sitting in the craft room in the lab trying to create the dopest Father's Day design? Or are you out on Etsy? Are you out on other platforms trying to look for transfers that's already been created to purchase them so you can sell them? Think about it. So if you're looking to do that, then you definitely want to make sure you think about it in a different process, in a different outlook. As we broadcast this and I talk about creativity versus recreating, you guys will be able to go back and look at this on our YouTube channel. Once again, the YouTube is the blanks spot. If you're interested in subscribing to the YouTube channel, make sure you go there, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and you'll see more videos like this. I want to encourage you all to continue to be creative. There's nothing wrong with being creative. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're a crafter and you're new to the industry and you want to make money, being creative, doing everything from scratch, is not going to be the best option for you. Just saying. So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'll see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.